I built an AI object detector and I forget to film the final demo.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
So as part of our assessment for the Embedded Systems and IoT Design course, we are supposed to work on a project topic and we have been divided into groups. So each group is assigned a project topic to work on. So for my group, the topic given to us was Object Identifier using Edge Impulse YOLO model.
This means that basically we are supposed to design something that can detect objects automatically from a trained data with the help of a machine learning model.
So the website we had to use for this project was Edge Impulse. So everything was done within Edge Impulse. That's training and testing of our model was done within Edge Impulse. I did my research keeping in mind cost and time limitation. So for my findings, I decided to use the ESP32-CAM Board. This one comes together with the USB programmable board. This one.
The buzzer was made to beep, which will give an alert when an object has been detected, assisted by two LCD to show the status of our system. Then, breadboard and jumper wires of prototype.
So with the components being ready, the next thing I did was setting up the ESP32 board within Arduino IDE. So I installed the necessary libraries I will be using for the programming side.
The next was collecting images for training the model. I decided to use a multimeter, breadboard, neon tester, and a screwdriver, just this four. So I captured the images with the ESP32-CAM, then zip it into a folder. About 100 images each for each object. Then the major work was done in Edge Impulse website. I had to sit down to label all these images. But I did it because guys, I can't lose 20 marks. Upon the training, I had an F1 score of 97.4%, which was okay. Not too accurate, but it was excellent because it did the work.
The next thing was deploying the train model from Edge Impulse into Arduino IDE. So
Tested it and it was okay, but I wanted to add an LCD and then the buzzer to bring our object to life.
So I had to edit the code to add the LCD and then the buzzer into it. We now have to design the mechanical parts to house everything. So we had to hop onto ChatGPT to generate some ideas, and then we came out with this.
Just a wounded stand where a box on top of it will house it.
A day before our submission day, our ESP32-CAM board was giving us error saying a brownout detector has been triggered. So we have to spend hours debugging and watching some YouTube videos. So we need to buy a new ESP32-CAM board, which actually solved everything. I ended up leaving campus around 8:30 p.m. because I'm not in the hostel. So I got home, ate, and then back to work again. This time around, I had to solder up everything. Slept around 3 a.m. and then woke up around 5 a.m. just to prepare for class.
So the testing of the work was actually done in front of the lecturer. Yeah, but all things being good, it worked. Yeah, so I wasn't even able to take a final video of how the work looked like, but this is how it looked like.
I actually didn't want to share this project though, but it actually taught me a lot. I want to hear from you. How do you build under pressure whilst trying to catch up with deadline? I want to hear about that in the comment section.